We actually made a little thread earlier about the Israeli war crimes. We like to do little threads like this every now and again, just for the idiots that try and comment and say this happened on this all started on October 7th, blah blah blah. So then there's like threads like this that I like to put out, and basically they're just like war crimes and acts of terror that happened way before October 7th. So they're good to like bookmark, and then anyone wants to talk shit and try and tell you this and that, then you can just show them this stuff. But here's some of the war crimes that they done. This is like I think it's like 9 or 10. I made it wasn't too much of a long thread, but sorry, let me just bring it up full screen. So yeah, so number 1, Israel. They used the use of pornography as a psychological warfare. In 2002, Israel used pornography as a psychological weapon against Palestinians, broadcasting explicit content to disrupt and demoralize the population. What is wrong with these people, honestly? Like, how fucked up in the head do you have to be fucking forcing porn on people? Like, there's children and shit that are gonna watch that, you know? Like, these people just have no limits. Number 2, chemical attacks. In 2008 to 2009, during Operation Cast Lead, Israel used white phosphorus bombs on crowded Gaza neighborhoods. The chemical weapon burns skin to the bone and is banned in civilian areas. Entire families were incinerated alive. Like, of course, they're actually still doing this now to this day as well, the white phosphorus bombs, as we all know, but still shows you that it's been going on for years. Look, this is in 2008. School and shelter bombings. In 2014, during Operation Protective Edge, Israeli airstrikes flattened entire neighborhoods in Gaza. Over 2,000 Palestinians were killed, including 500 children. UN investigators found evidence of war crimes like targeting schools and shelters. As always, this shit goes on to this day. It doesn't start on October 7th. Executing protesters and journalists. In 2018, Israeli snipers shot on unarmed protesters at the Gaza border during the Great March of Return. Among the dead were journalists, medics and children. Snipers even admitted to receiving orders to break bones and kneecap demonstrators. What type of fucking... These people are fucking sick in the head. Honestly. Gaza's blockade. Since 2007, 2 million Palestinians have been living in an open-air prison. Israel controls everything, the food, the medicine and the electricity. The result? 80% of Gazans rely on aid to survive. Children grow up malnourished and traumatized. I mean, how heartbreaking. And there's like a little diagram. You can basically just see how the blockade takes place. So you've got the map here, obviously, the Gaza power plant's there. The prohibited area before the full blockade was up here. And so yeah, you can see it's all here as well. And then obviously you've got the cameras and radars, the watchtower, the fence is obviously coming down here, arm system, and watchtower cameras on this side as well. And then obviously this is Gaza here, and then this is Israel, and then there's like the big wall in between. It's an underground metal wall as well, equipped with sensors at an unknown depth. So yeah, it's crazy shit. Children and civilians are used as human shields. Israeli soldiers have been using Palestinian children as human shields. In one case, a 9-year-old boy was forced to walk ahead of the soldiers to open suspicious bags, risking his life for their protection. Like, it's fucked, honestly. Protection. Demolishing homes as punishment. So imagine waking up to bulldozers destroying your house. No trial, no appeal, just rubble and homelessness. Over 50,000 Palestinian homes have been demolished since 1967 in blatant acts of collective punishment. Crazy shit. Thank you, Teo. Thank you, brother. All news offices, are Hamas. As always, everything's Hamas. Blame Hamas. Everything Hamas. During the 2021 Gaza conflict, Israel destroyed the offices of Al Jazeera and AP News, claiming it was targeting Hamas. No evidence was ever provided, but it successfully silenced media coverage of the carnage on the ground. And what does that sound like? I mean, they've not destroyed the offices right now, but they've obviously banned Al Jazeera, and now you've got the PA authorities banning Al Jazeera as well. So, same shit, it's just a way of silencing what's going on so the people don't know. And West Bank massacres. In Jenin 2023, Israel launched its largest military raid in 20 years, killing civilians, destroying homes and bombing refugee camps. Survivors described it as a massacre and a war crime in plain sight. So the last part of the thread I said is, These atrocities aren't just war crimes, they're a systematic assault on an entire people's right to exist. This isn't about politics, it's about humanity. Silence makes us all complicit. It's time to demand accountability and demand justice for Palestine. And it also goes back to what someone was saying in the chat, that they was happy that I was standing up for the Palestinian people. Well, it's basically what I said at the end of that thread, that it's not about politics, it's not about taking a side of Israel and Palestine. It's about literally, like, this is blatant disregard for humanity in your face. This is, like, you know, everything demonic. This is all just complete war crimes, and it doesn't take a genius or expert to figure that out.